they did a really good job, Dallas, of matching up the routes defensively. And that forced Jalen Hurts to look away from A.J. Brown a lot.
And Sal, just a word about the Eagles and the Cowboys. I wouldn't call it. I mean, it was a good win for Philadelphia. They didn't have to do much. I thought Dallas played better than I expected. To tell you the truth, I thought they ran the ball a little better, but of course, it certainly helped that 98 wasn't in the game. But my question is on the other side. We talked about Jalen Hurts, but Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown combined 4 receptions for 24 yards. Anything to read into that?
Well, Puka Nacua had 130 receiving yards. He was the leading receiver in week 1 in the National Football League. And the Rams scored a grand total of 14 points.
Right.
So be very, very careful
how
you read into passing game numbers in the NFL.
Right.
We are in the middle of a running back revolution in the National Football League. The top 9 teams last year in rushing attempts all made the playoffs, Pat Callahan, and the Eagles led the way in that category and won the Super Bowl. So, the Rams were one of the top 9 in rushing attempts last year. To me, don't look at A.J. Brown and how he played the game as a blocker in the running game. Now, of course, you want the ball to go to A.J. Brown. Don't get me wrong. There are going to be opportunities for A.J. Brown. But Eberflus, the Dallas coordinator, coached with Nick Sirianni for 3 years in Indianapolis. He knows the passing game concepts of Nick Sirianni and that offense inside and out. They did a really good job, Dallas, of matching up the routes defensively. And that forced Jalen Hurts to look away from A.J. Brown a lot. Now, can Kevin Patullo be more creative? Yes. Can Jalen Hurts take more chances with A.J. Brown and the football? Sometimes, yes. Trust A.J. Brown to come down in a tight window with a football. That's his calling card. Super strong receiver with great hands. He will fight for the ball and take it away and make sure he comes down with it. High point, whatever it is, he's super strong. So Jalen Hurts has to take more chances, and Kevin Patullo has to be more creative in getting A.J. Brown the football. But Brown did a great job as a blocker.
All right.
He really did.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, you answered
He
that.
earned his money in that game, Pat. He did.
All right. All right. Well, certainly the statistic you threw out about top 9 rushing attempt teams all made the playoffs. That about answers that question. So the Eagle passing game, I think, yeah, you're right. I think it will answer the bell when it needs to be rung. I guess the question is, you hate to see the first time you need the passing game, there's a minute and a half to go and you're 70 yards away. But certainly they're a veteran enough team, I think, Sal. They can they can jump on that horse quick enough. The Chiefs you mentioned, they're not desperate. I mean, it's only week 2. I wouldn't use the word desperate. But what will Kansas City do defensively that they certainly didn't do in the Super Bowl?
They're very limited in what they can do because the Eagles have great options offensively. So Spagnuolo stacked the box, took away Saquon Barkley in Super Bowl 59. And Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts hit the big number, hit that dagger route over the top. That's what was going on there. You throw it when they think you're going to run it, and you run it when they think you're going to throw it. I mean, the game is not much more complex than that. And when you have those kinds of options available to you offensively, the Eagles have 2/3 of their salary cap on offense, devoted to their offense for a reason, because they have great offensive players. And I just think the way Jalen Hurts manages the offense at the line of scrimmage, getting out of bad plays, getting into good ones, he's right now on the top of his game. He really is. And the balance that they have on offense is the best in the National Football League. You mentioned the Bills. You talked about Josh Allen right away, but if Josh Allen had Saquon Barkley, we'd have a different conversation. If Josh Allen had the Eagles' offensive line, which is the largest, heaviest offensive line in the National Football League and so difficult to penetrate in the passing game. And who else has Mailata and Lane Johnson as anchors on the outside of that offensive line?
I know.
You have two Pro Bowlers who were at the top in Pro Football Focus grading in both run stopping and pass blocking. Pass blocking and run blocking.
Right. That's amazing. That's amazing that they've been able to keep that offense together too. Done a great job. We talked about that, how good a job the front office has done. All right, Sal, the other side of the ball, the Chiefs could not handle the Eagles' four-man rush. Simply couldn't handle it. So what is Kansas City now going to have to do to try and offset that? Is it going to be 12 personnel the whole game?
Well, let's remind everybody, in case you forgot, Vic Fangio did not bring the blitz once in Super Bowl 59. 0 blitzes. And yet they tormented, tortured, steamrolled that Kansas City Chiefs offensive line and absolutely obliterated Patrick Mahomes II in the pocket like he's never been hit before. Never. Right. So there's a couple of things going on there. One, the Chiefs offensive line, was not up to the task. Two, I don't think Patrick Mahomes II moves as well as he has in the past because of all the leg injuries he's had. Mm-hmm. Now, he may be better now, but I don't think he is as quick or maneuverable. And 3, 98, Jalen Carter. By the way, if Jalen Carter's on the field, Eagles cover it on Thursday night. They'd blow the Cowboys out.
Yeah, I thought, Dallas obviously ran the ball much better than anybody thought. And I think that's a huge reason why he wasn't there.
Most double-team defensive tackle in the NFL, Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
And so the Eagles are right now susceptible in their secondary, but I don't see the Chiefs taking advantage of that. Beyond Travis Kelce, they have injuries at all the other wide receivers position.
I know.
The Eagles have to figure out the left corner spot because they do have to play good quarterbacks. They got to play your guy, Stafford, week 3 coming in. Nix has proven that he can play. Josh Allen, they got to play Josh Allen in Buffalo. Jaden Daniels did a really good job up until about the second half of the NFC Championship game. So they got to play him. They've got some good quarterbacks. They got to go to Green Bay and play Jordan Love. Green Bay, if you look at Green Bay, I mentioned it before, Pat. They were 1-5 in the NFC North, and yet they won double-digit games. They were in the playoffs. If they flip the script of their record in the division, you look at their schedule, which is they start back-to-back at home against the division rival, and then the team in the NFC Championship game goes on the road on a short week to Green Bay. I mean, that's a layup. The NFL will make.
That's a gift from the NFL there.